Okay, so if there's one character that deserves the worst character of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 award, who would you award it to? A pool? Raspberry? Hercule? No, 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 no. I've found the worst character in Xenoverse 2, and her name is Vados. And I'm about to show you why.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up, and they stay there.
Alright, so to explain Vados to you guys, I'm going to borrow a little construct from Pokemon, and it's going to be their tier system. So in the Pokemon world, you have OU, well actually you have Uber, you have OU, UU, NU, and RU, and then there's that little tier below that. It's called the FUO tier, which stands for fuck up out of here, and that is exactly where Vados lies. Like, that is her special tier in Xenoverse. Right up in the Ubers, you have Hit, you have SS Blue Goku, you have Gogeta, but at the very bottom in the fuck up out of here tier, you have Vados. And I mean, she's that bad. Even Hercule, even a Pool and Raspberry are a cut above Vados, because they actually have stats and moves that kind of play off of each other and make a good synergy. Whereas Vados, her entire character is a gimmick. So let's get into the stats. Her stats are the poorest combination that you could possibly have, because she has high health and high ki. Now usually what makes a good character is either they're gonna have high ki and high ki blast super damage, which is a great combination because you have more ki to use your best stat, which is ki blast supers, or you have a character who has high basic damage and they have high stamina, so they can get into close combat situations and really use that basic attack stat and then get out of bad situations with their stamina. But Vados falls into neither tier. Like, she is completely garbage. Like, that is the terrible combination, because her health is still technically 2 bars, like 2 full bars. Well, hold on, yeah, 2 full bars. You have the orange bar, the full yellow bar. She doesn't even get as high as Hit or Goku, so that's already a terrible sign right there. As for her ki, if she's gonna have terrible ki blast super damage, why give her that much ki? Which I can understand why, because they gave her God of Destruction's Conductor and the God of Destruction's Comet and Starfall and the other move, which I can't remember right now. But the catch to these moves is that you must use 2 bars of ki for any combination that you use. So if you wanted to use Comet or Starfall, you have to use that other bar of ki, which is God of Destruction's Conductor, to use this move, whatever move that you're trying to use. As for her ultimate, you have God of Destruction's Requiem, which is a terrible ultimate. I mean, even on a CAC, this ultimate is terrible. It's basically a I'm gonna refer to it as a hit scan ultimate, which means wherever your opponent is at the exact time you trigger it, that is where the move is gonna cast. And that's bad, because wherever you cast it, your opponent can move within a fraction of a second and it will not hit, even if they're stamina broken. Like, if you stamina break your opponent and then you wait and then you try to use this ultimate, your opponent can still move out the way, not even using snap vanishes. Like, this ultimate would have been good pre-nerf God of Destruction's Anger, because of course you would hit God of Destruction's Anger, they would be panting and exhausted, and then you could use God of Destruction's Requiem. But sadly, that combination can't exist. It doesn't exist, and that's just the way that things are. Like, it's wow. Like, so the character doesn't have any good abilities outside of that. Like, she would be even better if she had a Prelude to Destruction to try to abuse that. But nope, Nothing at all. Her combos are sucky. Like, she has one I won't even call it abusable. She has one semi-usable combo, and that's where she twirls her little staff or wand. And that combo, the only perk to it is that if you're lag switching, or if your opponent is using it on you and they're lag switching, it can't be vanished out of. So that's the only perk. Now, if you have good connection, then it's pretty much useless to you and you'll never hit it, because by the time you do get to that point in your combo, your opponent can easily vanish out of it. So I mean, it's not really that bad. She has no resets, no viable resets in her combos, because most of her points in her combos where she can reset, they come really late in her strings, which is just terrible. Like, this character, I can see why people don't use Vados. I mean, this character is extinct. It's like, yeah, they put her in the game, but nobody cares. This is a character who could easily be a NPC and nobody would care. Now, if they had made her as good as Whis, then that would be a different story. And by no means is Whis OP or anything, but he is most definitely leagues and bounds better as a character in this game than Vados would ever hope to be. And that's just it's the truth. It's perfection's truth for you. Vados is garbage tier. I've fought as Vados. Obviously, you're gonna see the footage. I fought, made what, like 20 battles, 20 plus battles with Vados, and of course I won. And I mean, you can't judge my greatness with Vados, because of course I'm perfection. I'm the greatest player there ever was and there ever will be. So you can't judge the quality of a character based upon my usage. My usage is always going to be divine. I could take a character like Hercule or a Pool or a Raspberry, and I could make them as good as Hit or Super Saiyan Blue Goku. That's just the way that things are. So when I'm looking at a character, I'm judging them for how everyone else would be able to use them. What are their resets? What is the damage to their combos? All that stuff. And Vados just doesn't have anything in any particular department that would make her a viable character in competitive. Now, if you're using her in not even in PvE is she a good character, because she has nothing going for her. Her Super Soul is garbage in comparison to Whis'. I mean, this character, this is the one that should have went back to the drawing board. Champa is fine. Like, he's the only good character that we got out of DLC Pack 2. But Vados, whew, hot garbage. Now, I fought people that have used Vados on me, and I felt so sorry for them that I let them accumulate damage. I purposefully let them get in some hits, because they used her back when she first released, and I had already figured out that she was garbage, but I was just seeing what people were trying to do, if they had found any little neat little tricks that would spice her up. And you know, not to my surprise, there's nothing to be found with Vados. People that used her against me, they only got offense in, and they only got a little bit of damage in because I choose to let them do it out of the kindness of perfection's grace. So with that, I'm gonna end the video. I'll let the footage play out from here on in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and also follow me on Twitch, Twitter as well. Become a true perfectionist and hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. I will continue to do these character guides. I'm getting to where I'm tearing these characters off, because I know how useful they will be to you guys. And the first official character is, of course, Vados, and she's in the FUO tier, which is fuck up out of here. You do not want to use this character. See you next time, guys.